Hey folks, today I have a fragrance, a masterpiece. I call it liquid gold. I'm going to talk to you about Nishane Nefs. So I'm the fragrant lawyer. I'm a lawyer by profession, but a fragrance aficionado by passion. Once in a while, a fragrance comes along that just captures your imagination, captures your heart, and could become a signature fragrance. It's something that would become your go-to. And a lot of people, you'll turn to Creed Aventus, some people Dior Sauvage. That is the one that you always get compliments on, and I can see that. Well, you know what? This one has become mine. This is Nishane Nefs. Nishane is a wonderful, high-quality Turkish fragrance house. I have a number of their fragrances. A really great house. Shout out to them. They just have a masterpiece, right, quite frankly, in this one. This is the box. I'm going to show you how it sits in it. Take a look at this. It sits in a throne, as it should. Now, when you look at this bottle, what comes to your imagination? It's gold, it's classy. To me, when I look at it, particularly because I've been wearing it a lot, I say liquid gold. This is just, it's the fragrance of fragrances. And whoever hasn't tried this one, I'm gonna recommend that you do try it. It's one of those that, in my opinion, is close to being flawless. Let me spray. Oh, folks, words are hard to describe this fragrance. So I'm gonna go through the notes. I'm gonna tell you how it makes me feel. We start out with some honey, some violet, sage, saffron, and fig. So it's getting powerful right off the bat. Heart notes, that's mid notes of rose, osmanthus, geranium, jasmine, and nutmeg. So it's very smooth. It takes you in a little bit of a different direction. And the base notes are just absolutely outstanding. Amber, whiskey, oud, cinnamon, cedarwood, gurjum, leather, and vanilla. All the notes that we talk about that are pleasing. When you mention rose, you mentioned geranium, you mentioned vanilla, honey. These are notes that you'll find in really top, expensive fragrances, and they're all in this one. So my experience with Nefs it's been quite interesting. I'd always heard about Nefs, and on the channel, different channels I have, people were asking me, can you please review, because I was reviewing other Nishane fragrances, could you review Nefs? Okay, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna review it. So I ordered it, and when it came in, right off the bat, just that first spray, that honey, the saffron, and the fig just were so enveloping, so warm and just natural, and with a big punch. Now, I've worn this on evening occasions. I go to galas, things like this, probably 5 or 6 times. So I'm gonna talk to you about evening. Each and every time, I've had either friends or strangers, maybe standing when they get, 3 feet from me, they just can't help. And they're asking me, either the common line is, you smell good. And that opens up the conversation. I talk about fragrance and I talk about this one. Or it is even, what are you wearing, right? I'll give you some examples. I was at a gala at the Royal York Fairmont a couple of days ago in Toronto, and I wore this. Compliments galore. What are you wearing? What is this? I wore it at a live TV interview at one of the TV networks in the Greater Toronto area, CHCH. I participate in their morning show once a month, and I speak live. I was wearing this. And I'm very careful, studios, you gotta be careful who likes it. So I had literally one spray here, one spray in the back of my neck. And the host, as I finished the interview, walking out like, man, you smell good, what are you wearing? So these are unsolicited compliments that I continually get. Business partners, everybody loves this one. We don't wear fragrances for compliments. It's great to have it. We wear it because it's part of our wardrobe, and you want to like the smell yourself. There's no point if you're getting something that other people may like that we ourselves don't like, right? You wouldn't, it doesn't make sense. But this is one that I just love it. I've had a few comments, I think, on some of the channels when I did, shorts on this, or, where I briefly talked about it, was, is it powdery? Is it feminine? So when you get in this high niche level, they're generally not gender specific. Okay, this is for men. There might be some that is very flowery, extremely, a light flower rose, or is very leathery, and you can say that's man and that's a woman's. But for the most part, when you get these high-end niche fragrances, it really is for everybody. Okay, so to answer that common question, no, I don't feel it's powdery. Not at all. I just think, yes, maybe the people are thinking the honey at the beginning gets them that, or the saffron, but I don't get the powder in this. I don't think so. And I don't think it's feminine. I think women could wear this, and I think they would likely get compliments too. But on everybody's skin, fragrances will change. Do you put them on clothes? I see it a lot. People put it on the clothes. Do I? Once in a while. If I know it's going to be a long night on the clothes, they tend to last, right? So I'll put it on pulse points, maybe on my puff if I'm wearing a puff, the inside of my jacket. So I'll have it there. So it will wave around. Don't overspray this one. I mean, you're not doing it justice. It's a valuable fragrance. It's not cheap, but it's a very valuable fragrance. I would say, 3 to 4 sprays, you're good to go. As I said, one time before, as I said, 2 sprays, and I got compliments on it. So if you put too much, you're going to choke people out, and I don't think they'll appreciate that, you coming by and they just, oh, wait a minute, who is smelling like that? If you drown yourself in it, they're going to know it's you, and you might put people off. Don't do that. This is a fragrance for kings, in my opinion. I've got a couple of fragrances that I just say that they're my sort of go-to when I don't know what to wear, and I know I'm going to be looked at well with it. It'll complement my attire, complement my personality, and get me compliments. This is one of them. I've been wearing it a lot, and I have a lot of fragrances. This is one of my top fragrances. So I highly recommend it. I'm not, trying to push anything, or I'm not selling it, right? I mean, it is a quality fragrance that I have reviewed. Where would you wear it? So evenings, in the colder months, I think it really stands out. I've not worn it in the summer, but I didn't have it in the summer, right? But would I wear it? Maybe in the evenings, just a couple of sprays, I probably would. But because of the, saffron, the vanilla, the honey, the whiskey, the amber, and oud, cinnamon, these are deep, strong notes. So I think, probably it would be suited more to the evenings and getting cooler to the cold months. I think that's where it will shine. But again, you could wear fragrances anytime. So uniqueness, I'm gonna give it probably 8.5 to 9. It is unique in my opinion. Longevity, this thing lasts. I would give it a 9 out of 10. You're gonna have with this fragrance, probably, you could, on your skin around 12 hours. Projecting, maybe 7 hours, right? And that's, I think that's more of an adequate for a fragrance. Overall, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10 because of the smell. An absolutely outstanding fragrance. Well done, Nishane, on this one. Highly recommended. So folks, this is my review of Nishane Nefs. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe, and watch us on our other channels, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook as well. I look forward to seeing you on our next video, and I look forward to seeing any comments that you might have, and I'd love to engage in discussion with you. The Fragrant Lawyer, out.